Man, it was such a big difference from where I started. Where I began was this place of sadness, a place of there was a lot of despair happening in my life. There was like an unsure part of myself of not knowing how to build a better life for myself. Going through this program has been the most transformational journey of my life, and I feel like I'm living every single day with positive coaching to myself, with knowing who I am, and with knowing exactly the direction that I'm going. And there's not any doubt for who I am or any self doubt. There's just this acknowledgement of my presence and knowing my worth. And that carries so much weight for me because I myself make my own self happy every single day now. And I don't have to rely on anybody or any external validation for that happiness or that joy or anything that I want to feel. I know that I can direct my life to feel that way. And that's been such a powerful shift for me. I was struggling in my business and being able to rise up to the next level. I was struggling with my relationship of just being able to build stronger polarity, build better communication, and with my children. My relationship with my children has become more authentic, more bonded, more loving, more understanding, so much more caring. It's affected every aspect of my life in such a positive way. Oh man, I was really nervous in the beginning of sharing so vulnerably with the whole group. It actually is so interesting because by opening up and being vulnerable, it exposed that there was a lot of fear in me and that I'm actually living from a place of fear instead of living from a place of love. So that was a big awareness bubble that got popped for me. And then that was actually something that allowed me to transform that fear into a state of being able to process the pain that I needed to process and then heal from that pain. And then from that place, be able to live from a place of love each day and be able to give from that place as well. Because I didn't know this before, but when you're giving and you're in a state of fear, you can't really give too much. You know, there's heavy limitations on that. The effectiveness was far beyond a 10. It far surpassed my expectations of the transformational journey that I was kind of hoping for. It just went far beyond that. Because when you know who you are and you have wholeness with self, anything is possible. And you know that success is just inevitable versus being in a place of like unsure, self-doubt, all this struggling with all these different things and not really being sure of yourself. Those are two totally different worlds. And so now there's this cemented place of wholeness with self and knowing who I am, and that's worth more money in the world than anything because it's the most powerful thing to wake up every day knowing that. Alan pushing everyone in the group and holding a standard for himself first and foremost, and us all seeing that he's holding the standard for himself as a leader, and then not allowing us to drop below that standard of what he's holding for himself. Alan was serving as an incredible mentor during this whole program, and you were that perfect support, you know, for each of us while we're all going through our journeys. And so you and Alan both work so well together as a team where you can help people to overcome some really deep challenges when it comes to inner work. Say the most remarkable thing was the coming in a group of men that are all being vulnerable and sharing so real with each other, that we're all here to learn with each other and grow from each other with each other, and just that level of brotherhood that came with that. This is now my extended family, and there's so much love between all of us in this group. And that was something that was really missing from my life, of wanting to experience that, but not really knowing how to find that. And then I found that in this program and with this group of guys. So that has forever changed my life as well. So I was brought up and raised as, you know, be the nice guy in every situation. And so I was choosing to be the nice guy over choosing my authenticity. And a little part of me would die every time I would choose the nice guy over authenticity. So it made me feel like I'm always wearing a mask, actually. And I didn't even know I was wearing that mask. I just, this is who I am. This is who I thought I was. And when I really started choosing authenticity over everything else, I really felt my world shifting in a really big way. And it was scary walking through that and just choosing authenticity no matter what. But now there's no going back, and I don't want to go back because I feel so elated. My frequency is very different. All the things that I'm wanting to attract in my life are coming so much faster because I'm bringing authenticity to the table and bringing a realness to every single moment. And that has changed my life forever. Before the program, I felt so stressed that I couldn't really enjoy the moment with my kids that much. I was more reactive. I was not the dad I really wanted to be. I just felt like life is just really stressful. There's so much going on, and it was challenging to connect with them. Even when we were alone and we're playing together, I was very distracted. And now I'm just very present with them, and I'm bringing so much love and so much attention and so much presence to every single moment that they are feeling more fulfilled, more happy. They want to be with me more, snuggle with me more, be affectionate more. It's just like they're so excited to see me now versus like before. It's almost like dad's here, not so excited. And so there's this beautiful transformation in my relationship with them as well, for sure. My wife, I would call her the highest fruit on the tree. She was the hardest one I could actually go for, and she was the most challenging woman I could ever go after. And she has challenged me in so many ways that has really helped to develop me into the man that I am today. And in the beginning of this program, our connection and communication were really and not in as good of a place as it is now. And I've witnessed so much more polarity shift and so much more improving in communication, improving in just deeper feelings and deeper connectivity between both of us. And we are always met with so many different challenges all the time, but I feel like we're both in a place of knowing how to handle those challenges in a whole different way now. There's better communication and there's better understanding of what roles that we're both playing, and there's a lot more clarity in the relationship. I was at a 2 on my satisfaction for my marriage, and I'm at a 7 now. Not a 10 yet, but it's working in the right direction. So I feel if you are looking to be successful in any way, you can't go beyond the levels that you want to go to without doing that inner work and that inner excavating and inner coaching and all the work that has to happen internally. Because the biggest entrepreneurs out there, they all say this is just a journey of their own self, going through those types of coaching or mentorships and like going to those next levels. And so really, we're not meant to do it alone. We're meant to collaborate with people and then really take things to the next level. And Alan, what he did was he just held that standard for me the whole way through and wouldn't allow me to show up any other way. And therefore, it held me accountable to show up to that next level at all times. And so I pushed myself harder, and with more of the clarity and knowledge that he gave, I was able to have the right direction in how to push harder and how to go to that next level. So it really just fast tracked, whereas that would have taken me who knows how long to learn that, if I would even have learned it, so it was really game changing. So my experience with Nico is just a badass guy that has forged an incredible way of living in this world. And he has so much strength and courage and lightheartedness and childlike wonder and brings a lot of humor to the table. And he just gives it to you straight and then tells you exactly what needs to happen in order for you to come out of whatever it is that you're stuck on. And so there's a lot of clarity that Nico provides when it comes to his coaching style. So John was a incredible support in being able to process really deep emotions and understanding the clarity around how to process those emotions in areas that are stuck. And John also showed up in such a compassionate way to be able to provide clarity and understanding on how to move forward in a completely different way and how to transform pain into something that is serving me. One of the most important things for me was knowing that I could rely on John to help me through my darkest times, through the times that I was just struggling the most, and then having a friend to reach out to discuss the really hard things that, are difficult to talk about. I would say go for it and take the risk, and you won't be disappointed. It's something that, if you really go for it in this aspect, it will yield fruit that is, I would say, 1,000 times more than the actual money of what it costs to be in the program, because it's a lifetime of change. So it's not just like a momentary thing of change, it's a whole lifetime that you change your life through this program. Plus, you get to be a part of a network of guys that are all there to help support you and help you grow on your path. So there's really a limitless thing that comes on the other end of saying yes to this program. Just that this is the most transformative program out there. I've been a part of a lot of different types of programs and different things like that to level up. There's nothing that comes close to this. This is just the next level, and it really is incredible to see this and see what Alan's created and what you are doing and what Nico's doing. It's incredible to see it, because what you guys are doing is something that this whole world needs, and it needs to spread, because it takes men that are suffering silently and turning them into kings of their own world. And that's what we need in this world so much, because there's so much downward depression happening and keeping people stuck that people don't have a way out. And this is giving people a way out. And it's giving people a whole different template of what strong, healthy masculinity really looks like. And that's what's needed around this world, for sure. Yeah, the biggest thing that I heard her say was that she feels like she can trust me more now. She feels like she can relax more in her feminine, and that she can trust in my leadership skills. And that meant so much to me to hear her say that. That was really powerful. I feel more at peace every day. I feel more relaxed and less stressed. And I feel like there's this clarity with my purpose every day. And I know I wake up each day knowing what I need to do, and I'm just doing it. And there's this calmness and centeredness, groundedness, feeling every day. So it's a whole complete 180 from when I started the program.